Sharamani, Vice Chairman of India Convention Promotion Bureau, ICPB, said in an interview.
Chander Sharamani. I am holding in a position of a Vice Chairman of ICPB now. Just taken over 2 months back in the month of October. We the moment of before we took over actually, and then been talking about how we can move forward, bringing the convention industry back to on their foot, in the sense that where we've been losing a lot of conferences because of a few of the policies which the government of India had. Now with the new team, actually, the only advantage what we have is that the government is very, very positive. They are looking at MICE as a preferred kind of a tourism segment, and then we've been having a lot of interaction with the Ministry of Tourism, with our chairperson. We have submitted a lot of proposals to them. The major ones are how ICBP can, or Ministry of Tourism can become a member of ICA, where they have all that kind of data from ICA. We can promote, contact that 4,500 associations who are there in their ICA membership, bring the conferences to India. That was one actually. Second, what we've been requesting them is to Government of India should participate very aggressively into the trade fairs like Amex, Frankfurt, Amex, Las Vegas, or IBTM, or AIM in Australia. There also we are getting a very positive response now. So we have requested them to take more space into these fairs. That be more Indian participation should be in a bigger scale kind of a thing. So that again is where they have agreed, and then no, everything is in the process. The other thing, they have been requesting us to get that research done. You know, what we have been in the industry been looking at, unless we know what is the size of the industry, where we cannot be there. No, if the convention center has to come up into any of the states. So they must know the size of the industry, what is the economic impact of bringing a conference to a particular state or a city. So their proposal we have already submitted. We are just going to be working on it. Another area which they have suggested was, we were very keen on it, is that get the data in place. The data, who are the people who organize conferences, and we are talking about within India. The ministries are there, the PSUs are there, the conference organizers there from IIT, from IIM, from various organizations, scientific and agriculture. So their proposal also have been we are working on it, where they have a research team in Ministry of Tourism. They can work on to those research, and then help us to create the data so that we can market India as a convention destination. There are many areas which we have working on it. One is a training program. There is a calendar of events now. We'll be doing the road shows abroad. We'll be doing road shows within India. Having a training program, not the domestic one. They will be calling international organization also to train our people to the, like, in the lines of what the international PCOs which they do conferences across the world, so that we get into that kind of working system or standards of doing in a conference here. Areas which is in the 2 months actually, where we had done a lot as far as the ICB is concerned. Now coming, government is keen. We have been telling them, look, unless you incentivize the conference organizers, create some fund, actually a corpus fund, which from there you can incentivize the conference organizers, or maybe in an international conference coming into India, you can support them by hosting a dinner, or maybe what other countries, other competitive neighbor countries are doing it. So that proposal has already gone there, and they have understood, look, unless they do it, I don't think so that India will not have an advantage of getting the more conferences to the, because these two are the world-class centers, whether you talk about Yashomami or talk about Mandapam. Only thing, we need to market very aggressively these two. Now we have a Geo also in Mumbai. There are more centers coming in. HICC is already there. The in Greater Noida, the convention center, the expo center is there. So we have almost around 6, 7 major convention centers in India. So they can be a game changer for India. But then only thing is that we need to market very aggressively. That is one. And second is that unless you venue and then other infrastructure is there in the sense even earlier also it was there, but not up to that scale. But unless you incentivize the conference organizers, like if you look at our neighbors, like Singapore has much more than number of convention centers than India. So why they are getting the convention is because of the incentives that they're getting it. So along must government must take an advantage of having spent so much of money on these two centers to add on to the on a few of the incentives what other countries are doing it, and then get the best business in.
If you recall, they have done one in Khajuraho with very pump and show, invited people on chartered flights and all that. What's happening with that?
Nothing.
Because
There is no follow-up.
no connectivity.
There is no connectivity. So no, Delhi has a connectivity, Bombay has a connectivity, Hyderabad has a connectivity.
Not very good.
No, connectivity Delhi is good, Bombay is also good. But then unless okay, these centers are there. Khajuraho is one example where, like look at Indore. Again, there are two big convention centers in Indore, but they are not doing well in the sense because of the
Lack of
connectivity.
incentives.
Lack of that is a major issue today. Visas is another issue. There have been international conference coming in, people are not getting the visas. So this is a major issue. These are two issues which that India is not getting.
So how ICB is following it up with them? What government take on that?
No, ICBB, we really appreciate the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has called for a meeting with the Ministry of External Affairs and Ministry of Home. And we were also invited. Few of the agencies were also invited. We told them, look, what we have faced, difficulties we are facing, it kind of a thing. So they have assured us, yes, that there will not be any difficulty in getting the visa, but then process has to be there. The process is very long. So they are trying to work it out where the process can be shortened, and then some kind of a guidelines they will issue. That follow up the meeting is going on. I think Ministry of Tourism has written to the Home Secretary also regarding that. So I think things will work out in the coming near future.
Because when we talk about digital India, we are all the time talking of everything is online. So it should not take a couple of hours to clear everything. We are talking of weeks. So it should be done in.
Yeah, that's what we have suggested, to give a business visa. A lot of other countries are giving the conferences, people who are attending the conference, a business visa. So same procedure should be here with us also. When your tourist is coming, you are giving the e-visa. Why not on the conference visa? We are doing this MICE conclave in Calcutta. The reason we have gone in there is that one is that the government of West Bengal is today very, very proactive as far the MICE is concerned. That is one. We had a road show 3 months back. At that time also they requested us, why don't you do this MICE conclave in Calcutta. The other reason is that Calcutta, even in other parts of West Bengal, they are coming up with a lot of convention facilities. Today, I must say, being in this business, Calcutta is one of the emerging kind of a convention destination. So we in ICBP always been like whichever city is kind of coming up into the MICE kind of in a segment. So we always support them trying to market kind of that city. But I must say that Calcutta West Bengal government tourism department is very, very proactive. And there's one other reason they have been looking at it, how they can promote MICE kind of a thing into their city. So, and then a lot of big conferences are going into Calcutta because they have a big convention center, Biswa Bangla Convention Centers, where they do a lot of big conferences. Like now also this month only there will be a conference of 6,000 people. We have done a conference of 8,000 people in Calcutta. So it's an emerging convention destination. That's the reason we have gone in there.
Please tell us more about this convention. What all other you're planning to do that, and how many people you're expecting?
We are expecting, we already have around 20 foreign buyers, which is coming from across the world, from Australia, from USA, from Europe. There are 100 conference organizers which are already confirmed to us, so they will also be participating in that. Along with the ICB members, the local and of the hoteliers, the PCOs in Calcutta, they in total will be approximately 350 to 400 participants and everything. First day we are having a inaugural where there will be two sessions. One session will be more on to how do you bid for international conference, which when you tell the local PCOs, look, how can they do it to bring in international conferences to Calcutta. The second will be the destination marketing and how we can market Calcutta as a destination or a West Bengal as a destination for various MICE activities. So there'll be two sessions on that. Then we'll be talking about skill development, which is another area of concern in the sense that many of the states or cities which they come in, they bring in the convention centers, but the manpower is the professionals are not there. So there'll be some topic on the skill development also. And then we'll have a B2B meeting. There'll be approximately around 50 booths for people to interact with the PCOs and then venues, kind of a thing. That'll be on the 6th of Feb. One day we'll be having it a B2B, reverse marketing. So the buyers will be on one side and then sellers will come and then talk to them. So that will be on one day, one half day actually. But then this is in there is an investment meet also in West Bengal. So we will be also participating in that West Bengal investment meet in Calcutta. So that we'd like to try and tell but there will be a lot of people from outside India will be participating there. Now on the tourism sector, we will say yes, we are very serious about promoting my segment, and then people should come and then do their conventions in India.
You are watching Travel World Online.